Good morning. Peter Hatton with you again. From Deuteronomy chapter 6. These words I command you, you shall bind them as a sign on your hand, and they shall be as frontlets between your eyes. You shall write them on the doorposts of your house. Well, as I'm sure you know, many Orthodox Jews take this quite literally. They put little boxes containing words of Scripture and bind them on their foreheads when they pray and on their arms. And a little portion of Scripture is put in a small case called a mezuzah and put on the door of their house. This then is a visible sign, a reminder to them that they are seeking to obey the words of the covenant with God. These words that we have read this morning in chapters 5 and 6 of Deuteronomy, which include the Ten Commandments and the great Shema. Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God is one. You shall love him with all your heart and soul and strength. A sign and a witness. Well, by and large, Christians haven't followed this example. They haven't got an external sign that they wear that they wish to follow God and obey his scriptures. By and large. But there is an exception. In one of my favourite films, The Witness, Harrison Ford plays a detective who, seeking to protect a young boy who has witnessed a brutal killing carried out by corrupt policemen, takes refuge in the community from which this young boy comes, the Amish people of Pennsylvania. The Amish, as I'm sure you'll know, mark themselves out from the rest of the community by visible signs, distinctive clothing for men and women. They won't drive cars, but prefer horse-drawn buggies. They eschew anything to do with electricity in their houses. They are living in a distinct way, as they would say, a sign and a witness to the people around them. But there's something else about these heirs of the 18th century Continental Baptist movement. Their profound pacifism, their commitment to a way of peace without violence, without guns, without weapons. A witness, we may say, which is very prophetic in the light of certain things that are happening in the States at the moment and elsewhere. So the film's title is ambiguous. The witness is the little boy who's seen the killing, but actually his whole community is a witness to a different way of living. In the end, whether we wear anything distinctive to remind ourselves of the Ten Commandments and the Shema, and as a witness to others, is, it seems to me, irrelevant. There are dangers in such show. You can just concentrate on the appearance and not on the inward reality. But wear a fish bag. Why not? If that's something that helps you in your walk with Jesus. But the main thing is this. Are the words of Scripture, are the words of love, are the words of peace in our hearts? And do they flow from there to others?